It's no accident that sounds like you're leveling up in a video game. 48% of 18 to 29-year-olds have an online dating profile.
Make them work for it.
45% of people say they're more frustrated with this form of dating than hopeful.
There are so many people you can connect with.
Should I swipe right?
Swipe wrong. Swipe wrong. Setting the record straight on dating apps. Everyday people telling everyday stories of the swipe right world with your host, Koss.
Well, I know he had a good time.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. We like to say that because whenever you want to listen to the show, whenever you're in the mood, whether it be you wake up first in the morning or your commute home, or if you just want to fall asleep to us, we're there for you. We're there in the morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you want, we'll be there for you. Welcome to the Swipe Wrong podcast. Easy for me to say. I am your host. I am Koss. I am that guy. Welcome to the number one podcast amongst dudes that wear puka shell necklaces. If you're watching the YouTube channel, you know I just clowned myself. So hopefully everyone's doing great, having an awesome week, or about to start to have an awesome week, I should say. Hopefully you had an awesome weekend. Let's keep the house, shall we? So like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends, let everybody know about us. If you want to talk to me, give us a call, 317-426-6616. Here's what I guarantee. You'll have fun. The show's a good time. The conversation, the exchange, it's almost always fun. And hopefully that comes through every week that you hear it. So email us, swipewrongpod@gmail.com. Just thanks for helping us get the show out there. The Grand Master, the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain, Jay is the one who puts it all together, so I can't do anything more than thank him for his amazingness. Here's what we got going on this week. We've had a few weeks of talking to panels where I had a couple of people, like my brother and sister, were pretty much, he's like my brother and definitely my sister, that we're looking at dating profiles, and we were all talking about those, which, by the way, if you want to hear the full episode with my sister, it's Date Like a Dude episode. I think it's episode 3. That's the most played episode, if I remember correctly, and I can't think of one person that hasn't dug it. So be sure to check that out. This week I have a phenomenal guest. It was great talking to her. She had some stories, and ironically, she'd just been on the apps for about 6 months, and I was like, geez, she's already running into some stuff. But just a wonderful person to speak to. I'm going to shut up and let you guys enjoy the show. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab your popcorn. If you want to throw whatever you want on it, I won't even say the caramel thing. If you're in traffic, please do us all a favor and do not hit that person next to you. As a matter of fact, just turn up the pod and let everybody listen to it. Just be safe and enjoy this episode, The Gas Chamber.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions or any entities they represent. This podcast is about dating experiences. It is not to say one dating app is better or worse than another.
Yeah, so we just go. So like if it is a full moon and Mercury's in retrograde, I'm under the covers alone. I'm not under the covers with anybody. I might have a cat or a dog just to protect me. But when that happens, yeah, it's bloodshed and chaos. That's for sure.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you were under the covers with someone else, that could be rather interesting.
It could be. You're right. It just, I guess I'm just.
It's the first date thing I would be afraid of in that scenario.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm being a little over dramatic to make it sound more funny than it should be. Who doesn't want to have the end goal? So you're single and dating?
I am.
Tell me how it's been going.
Oh, well, life's always an adventure.
It's the journey, not the destination.
It is the journey.
It's the journey, right?
It's really funny because I was thinking about this today. I was on eHarmony in 2003 when it was brand new.
Wow.
And at that point, a lot of the dating apps that we have now didn't exist. There was no Bumble or Hinge as far as I know, or if there was, I wasn't familiar with them.
No, you're right.
But I saw an
Plenty
ad.
of fish, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to actually go look at when these apps were created. But that was really at the beginning of like the smartphone era too. Like we didn't even have. I mean, I remember going to the library to get on the computer to check my eHarmony profile.
And you had dial up back then, and you had the ding 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 ding.
Well, not at the library. At the library, they had high speed.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. I use high speed in air quotes, right? Because, but that was when eHarmony had just gotten started. I think I heard a radio ad for it or something. I'm sure it wasn't even a social media ad because I don't think I was on Facebook until like 2008.
Tom from MySpace wasn't sending anything out.
I still have my MySpace profile, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
It's still there. It still exists. Man, that's a trip. Anyway, so I was on eHarmony in 2003, and man, it was a different world then. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, everybody was so nice. Like, I didn't meet anybody weird. I remember like the strangest, most awkward conversation I had back then, being 22 or something and not married, was with these other guys who had kids, and they were wanting to know. Like that was it. Like that was the extent of the drama back then.
That's funny.
So getting back on the apps now, oh my gosh, like whole different world. Like completely different experience. So I started on Upward.
Okay.
Because of a Facebook ad. And I thought, well, it's a Christian app. It'll be safer, right?
How'd that turn out? How'd that logic go?
Not so great.
Dang it. Sinners.
Well, the problem with Upward. Okay, so the biggest problem with Upward is, first of all, everyone on there claims to be a Christian because it's a Christian app. So then you don't really know like whether people are serious about that or they're just blowing smoke because it's a Christian app, right?
Right.
Because they think that's what the girls are looking for on there.
That's fair.
And the other problem is it's a much smaller app. So I was 3 months in and started seeing the same guys over and over again. Like,
wow, sure.
Guys that like I had booted because they went silent, and then all of a sudden they're back liking me. Like I've had people like me 3 or 4 times and then go silent, and I boot them, and I'm like, seriously,
gosh.
And I've blocked people, and they end up back in my
after you blocked them. Really, they still ended up. That's stealth ninja stuff right there. God must have wanted them to put them in your file, I guess. Thanks, God.
Well, I don't know, because I can't actually have conversation because they like me, and then they just
and they don't talk, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're just praying.
That's got to be it.
That's got to be it. Yeah, just pray on it.
And on I think on most apps, but especially on Upward, you have to have your faith designation like right up there under your name. Well, not on most apps, but on Upward you do. So it'll say like my name Alyssa 42, gotcha. And then right underneath it says Christian or Catholic or whatever.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, yeah, so it's like right out there, like first thing you see about someone is what their religious affiliation is. So it's so that's different, right? And then you just go on their profile, and the next thing you see is that they're whatever, like something completely different from what it says up there under their name.
I'm wondering if it's a dating app or if it's trying to start a holy war. I mean, you got to put your designation out there, and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're into Catholicism. Oh, well, I'm going to go. I'm from Utah, so I'm different thing.
I think what it ends up doing is putting like an adjective, like a Christian adjective in front of everything, like Christian and then polygamist, or Christian and then I'm like bisexual and I'm Christian and then I'm this. Like everybody's just using that as an adjective that really ends up meaning nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sure.
But I think, you know, when you get on that app, you have that expectation that people on there are looking for Christians. So everybody says that. Yeah, so I actually found it more complicated.
Really? That's interesting.
Than being on
I
some of the other apps. I just was like,
I didn't know
people didn't. Yeah, I felt like it was like this weird fog of like, well, are you really a Christian? Or are you just saying that because this is a Christian app? You know, as opposed to like on Facebook dating or whatever, people just put it out there like, this is what I am.
Yeah.
They're not overthinking it and filtering it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Totally.
So
like I'm sorry, I was gonna ask, when did you get back on to, like you said, Upward was your first one. When did you start back? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask.
About 6 months ago.
Okay.
After I got divorced. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been separated for quite a while, but the divorce took a long time and I decided to wait till it was done just because. Right.
Yeah, sure. No, that's fine.
So even though my ex didn't, that's a whole other story.
Everybody does their own pace, I guess. That's for sure.
I know. I found out he had joined Match because we still had a joint bank account and he joined Match and paid with his debit card, and they sent me an alert saying they thought it was fraud.
He wasn't trying to be stealth at all. If he was, dude, come on.
I don't know what he was thinking. Like, yeah. I don't know, because if he had used his credit card, I probably wouldn't have ever seen it. But nope, right. I opened my email one night and I get this email saying fraud alert or detection or whatever on the checking account that he was using from Match.com. So I sat there for a minute and I thought, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of fun I could have. Yeah. But they had frozen his debit card.
Oh, really? Because they thought it was fraud.
Yes.
Okay.
So until he responded with whether or not it was fraud, they froze his debit card, and I was like, "Dang it! I could not send it, and then he won't realize that his debit card's frozen until the next time." Like, there were so many scenarios going through my mind at that point. I could have really used that, but I was pretty boring. I just forwarded it to him.
No, you created a little bit of harmony within yourselves instead of creating chaos. I
did. I just forwarded it to him without comment, but at that point, he of course knew that I knew, and anyway,
and he probably felt like he's like, oh man, hopefully. I mean, I know everybody wants to move on, but they don't always want to throw it in the other person's face. But I don't know.
Oh no, his response was, well, I only got on there because I was so mad at you. And I'm like,
oh yeah, sure. That's it. That's why. Yeah. Yeah,
that's why. Right. Yeah. That was the pattern in the whole marriage, was, everything was my fault. So not surprising. Anyway, I
guess I'll leave it at this. I guess the plus of all that, at least he didn't incur any more debt. He used the debit card, not the credit card. So there's that. Not to pay that 22% interest or whatever it is for Match. There we go.
Well, yes, true. And the other part of it is that now that once he did that, I was like, oh, all right, well, I guess I'm free to do whatever I want, because what's he going to say? Right. He did it first, right?
Yeah. So that opened the door for good old Upward, which
right.
Oh gosh, that sounds like a treat.
It was really a treat. It's cheap though. I mean, I will say
that's fair. That's fair.
It's much less expensive than his subscription to Match. But anyway, I still have it because I paid for 6 months in December.
That's how they get you. They get you on that. They get you on the
I look at it every once in a while, but so all of my matches on there, I've either seen, or they're like 1,000 miles away from me, or they're like 25. And I'm like, yeah, no. That's like my kid is 18.
So Upwards doesn't really care about parameters either. Like I know Facebook dating, if you put 25 miles, it says, hey, there's this person 5 states over. Go for it.
Right.
It doesn't care at all. So Upwards is that way also, huh?
No, I don't think so, because I think I have mine set to 50 miles and I get people.
Yeah.
Well, I get a lot of Kenyans and West Africans and thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're very over few in West actually. Africa, and the commute's fun. Jeez.
It's like It's kind of going to get expensive really fast.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I need to renew my passport, but not for that reason.
No. I hope not. Jeez. Holy cow. So did you ever end up going out with anybody?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I went out, let's see, three or four dates from Upward, but most of the men that I met ended with either the chat or the first phone call.
The first phone
I've
call.
started requiring a phone call before I meet someone because, man,
smart.
Like, you can tell so much about somebody on the first phone call.
It's funny, like totally. Like when I was first dating, a woman asked for a phone call, and I was like, what are we doing a phone call for? We're gonna meet, and it's all gonna be okay anyway. And I was anti that, and boy was I wrong. And like what I've learned over time from doing the show, really, and then I actually called the girl and apologized. I didn't give her a hard time or anything about it. It's just internally I had a problem, but I respected her wishes, obviously. But like what people have explained to me, and I never thought about because I have this really big personality, so I don't know why I wouldn't think about this, is people respond to texts and they sound funny and they sound like they know what they're talking about. And then once you talk to them, they don't have time to formulate the answer to the question they have, and they don't have the same personality going, bro, what is going on? So I totally get it just for that reason, if not.
Right. Yeah. And like you could tell so much about the chemistry, I think, even in a phone call. Like maybe not everything, but you can get a feel for like whether something's going to go somewhere or not. And for women, I mean, it's not as much of a safety issue, I think, for men, but for women, it's kind of good. We can feel a lot out with our intuition on a phone call that we can't pick up in a text. So
well, you can find out right then if you're going to sit across from the table from each other and not have anything to say, right?
Right. And if I get on that first phone call and he's talking about sex in the first 5 minutes, I'm like, yeah, bye.
At least he waited 5 minutes.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's the first freaking message in the app. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
that's not very Christian or whatever of them on Upward. What is that? So I assume it happened on Upward too, huh?
Oh yeah. It happens everywhere, but I don't know. Here's my theory about that, or here's my perspective on that, I should say. I am not opposed to talking about sex, but if you're going to talk about it in the first 5 minutes, that means you're much more interested in that than in who I am as a person, and that's like a no-go for me. Like, give it a date or two, like then we can talk about it.
Yeah, right. 5 minutes. You lasted longer with the conversation than you probably did in bed, bro.
It's true. And then they're gonna be gone, right? I feel like they'll be gone as soon as they get what they want, if that's all they're after. So I'm not interested in that game.
That's so fair. That's so funny. I don't know why. Like I'm just like did you get on Christian's Mingle? Did it happen there too?
I did not get on there. I keep seeing ads for that, but I don't know. It just looks so cheesy to me. I don't know if I can do it.
I mean, it's not the same cool jingle as "Can you hear me now?" Or we're talking with Verizon. A little different.
Have you been on that one?
No, I haven't been on that one. That one, okay. I'm just kind of open to everything, but I honestly, so what I ran into, and people listening probably know, I've probably said a few times, is when I was on the apps, and I still am. I'm still out there. But it'd be like people were like, "Hey, you do this show, you do the Swipe Wrong show. Do you want to go out just to try to set me up for something?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Trying to set you up for something? I'm just trying to see what's going on." And I had a friend, and she's like, "Well, tell them not to be assholes, and they won't need to worry about coming on the show about anything." It's like,
it's true.
All right,
so true.
Okay, yeah. What with your logic?
Fair point.
Yeah. So I just don't even mess with it all that much anymore. I just meet people and see what happens. Although you meet people in person, they're like, carry a conversation without a phone in front of my face. I don't know what to do about that.
It's kind of a red flag, isn't it?
Yeah. Like if I walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, how you doing?" They're like, "Talking to me? Hang on. You didn't text me. I don't understand this." So yeah. Sometimes the face-to-face doesn't go quite as well as it used to back in 2003 when we were talking.
I had one first date where I honestly thought this would be better if we were sitting across the table texting each other rather than trying to talk.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, right. People are just like, not everyone, but it does feel like there's fewer people that communicate as well face to face and communicate better over the phone or what. I mean, I don't know.
Well, and I mean, honestly, full disclosure, like there have been times people ask me a question and I Googled the answer before I replied.
Sure.
Like,
yeah,
we can all do that though, right? So,
yeah.
so I also have to understand they could be doing that too. Like if I ask something and they appear knowledgeable, it doesn't mean they really are. So
Look,
they could be running all their answers through spell check for all I know.
It's a different version of fake it for men. Okay, it's just a different version of fake it. All right. We can fake our intelligence. We can't really fake the other, stuff. Like, when that happens. Like, I couldn't hide that. So
the thing though that surprises me the most about men, I think, on these apps are not the outliers with the really crazy stories that we're going to get into here in a minute, but it's the fact that I think so few men seem to understand when they're writing their profiles or choosing pictures what women are really looking for.
I love that you say that.
They just don't I'm in this group of 60,000 women on Facebook we're just there to talk about dating apps.
What's that? If you don't mind, what is that forum?
The Facebook group?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to join it, but and the reason I ask is I have a friend. Who's been on the show, and Phoenix is her name, and she wants to start a business of male dating profiles. She will she's like, I would love to do that. So I know that she would love to be in like the group that you're talking about. It's right up her alley.
Yeah.
So that's what. If you don't want to say it on the show, just text it to me, just so I can send it to her, so she can.
Okay,
she can get it.
yeah, I'll do that. Cool. But there's these conversations where it's like, and again, 60,000 women, and unanimously, every single one of them hates these certain things, and I'm just like, guys, the only reason this many guys are doing this is because they have to be thinking women like this, right?
Tell me about the fish pics. Tell me about those. Tell me about the fish pics. Yeah,
that's a big one. And I'm like, seriously, like all these men can't possibly be big fishermen. Is that even possible? Like statistically speaking, this is not possible.
Look, I fucking hate it. It's absolutely boring to me. If I want fish, I'm gonna go order it at a restaurant. I'm not gonna sit in a boat. But you can drink beer all day. I can do it in air conditioning in my house. Stop.
Right.
So
here's what I really want to do. This is the nerd in me coming out. But what I would love to do is screenshot a bunch of those pictures and run them through AI and see if that's where they're coming from.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because after a while, they all start looking the same. And I'm like, these 17 men cannot have caught this same fish on the same boat. Right?
Yeah.
And also 17 men, all these men that I'm seeing could not possibly have all caught these 3-foot long fish. That's just not possible.
One of the recent episodes I did, I think it's either last week or this week, because it was 2-part episode on when it dropped. And that's what I did is I took, I had people send me dating profile pictures, and male and female, and I had a girl and a guy, my sister and pretty much my brother on with me. And one was a guy, and there was fish pics. There was one, but one guy was holding a fish pic, but he was like holding it like here, like the fish was giving a moral. And it was like a setup like that. And I was like, hey, here's the creativity. I don't know if you're insinuating oral or if you're insinuating your size. I don't know. At least you're not kissing the damn thing. So I'll give you props for that, bro.
I don't think that's going to win over any women, though. I honestly I think that's a losing proposition right there.
Everything with fish pics, though, in your 60,000 women site is a no-go, I assume.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Also pictures with your tongue sticking out. I don't even know why that's a thing, but it's a thing.
Well, at least you can verify if they have teeth, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah. Or profiles where it says, just ask.
No, sure.
Women hate that. Take some damn time to write a sentence.
Okay.
Seriously. Well, that's an immediate block.
What we're saying then is women will read the profiles, men not so much. So
yeah. So if there's men listening, here's a tip. Like the in this group, the biggest thing that these women are looking for is proof that a man has read their profile.
Oh, okay.
So if you can comment something very early on in the conversation that shows that you took the time to read her profile, that's a big win. Like,
okay, that's fair.
You're gonna catch her attention at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we want to know, right, that he's not just copying and pasting to 500 women. He's actually reading and paying attention.
That's fair. So what I believe and what I've learned just from my own endeavors and stuff is I believe men do read the profiles, but I do believe they read them after they've matched. I believe beforehand they will power swipe and they'll just go through it. And then after the match happens, they're like, okay, let me make sure I like or don't like. And then because most women, it seems like when they log in, they're going to have, likes waiting for them. Not all guys do. So it seems like they kind of have to go about it in that direction. They're more of a volume shooter than pick and choose.
That is true. That is a very good point because I always have matches waiting for me everywhere. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I have to wade through all of these again. And some of them it's super obvious right away. They're not a good fit.
Right. And women will easily log into 50 to 100 or maxed out and then just get they're gonna just decide which one they want to roll with. And guys are just hoping to have a match and then maybe they'll read off from there.
Yeah, well, but the flip side of that is a lot of times I'll match with guys and then I never get anything but one word answers. And then I'm like, okay, after about 3 days of trying to make a conversation happen, I'm like, I'm out.
Truly, then what's the point? Then what was, if there's been a match, then there should have been some reading. There should have been you're actually communicating. Then what's you're on the app for what again though, bro? So
exactly
because you suck at being a pen pal, bro.
Yeah, all you're showing me is that if we go out on a date, I'm gonna have to carry the whole freaking conversation, and I do enough of that all day long. I don't have to do that on a date.
I want to be a listener tonight. Okay, I just want to be a listener,
or at least a participant, and not feel like it's me talking all night to keep conversation going. So
now it's time for me to ask, what is some of the madness you've ran into?
Oh, all right. Well,
here we go. Oh, and actually, let me preface it. Are you still just on Upward, or have you expanded to other sites?
So right now I'm on Upward and Facebook dating.
Okay, that's cool.
So I've been contemplating trying out a different one, but I can't decide which one is going to be.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're probably all equally crazy.
Hinge is supposed to be pretty. I hear people say good things about Hinge. So
all right, good to hear. Well, should we just start with the craziest story first?
Look, jump girl, right in? Here's where I am just a spectator. I'm just going to enjoy, if I had popcorn, I'd just be, all right, let's roll. Because this is my favorite part of the program.
All right. So there was this guy on Upward. This is back, and I had only been on about a month. And he was, I don't know, maybe the second or third guy that I got on the phone with. And again, going back to our conversation about Upward, right? It's supposed to be a Christian app. And so I'm talking to them in the messaging, and he's telling me how he runs a Bible study and goes to church and all this stuff. And he lived, I don't know, 30 miles from me or something. So it's acceptable distance. I was like, all right, he's, checking a few of the boxes. I'll get on the phone with him. So we get on the phone, and seems like a pretty normal conversation until about 20 minutes in, he says, I need to get off the phone. I'll be right back, but I have to take my dog for a walk right now. And I'm like, okay, all right. Okay. Thinking, what? So we get off the phone. He's like, I'm going to call you back in just a few minutes as soon as I take my dog for a walk. And I might take a shower too, but then I'll call you back. Oh boy. This is going to go downhill fast, is it? I'm at this point, I'm already contemplating, do I even want to get back on the phone with this guy? So here's the best part. Here's where it got really weird. He gets off the phone, and about 2 minutes later, I get a text from him, and it says, I'm really enjoying talking to you. I can't wait to get back on the phone, but I really got to ask you something really important. is that okay? And I'm like, yeah. Like
what? I'm
just
scared.
like waiting. Like, yes, I'm scared. Like, what's gonna happen? He goes, I'm just wondering if you would ever be willing to be gassy for me. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now?
Oh my God.
And I'm sitting there literally trying to figure out what is happening right now. Like, what, like, and there's like, 5 interpretations of what he could possibly mean going through my head. I'm like, what in the. So I finally just said, can you tell me what you mean by that? He's like, great. We're back on text now, right? We're not even on the phone. Because I have all these pictures going through my head. I'm like, all right, I guess I should figure out like what he actually means by this. And he said, well, when we get back on the phone, I would love it if you could just fart for me so I can hear you. So I thought I'd tell you now so you can eat something that's going to make you gassy before we get back on the phone.
God. He's got it all mapped out. He's got it all. Taco Bell's up the road. You got to do this.
So then he starts telling me, because I'm like not responding because this is text and I'm just laughing and like I was rolling. He starts then listing all of these different foods that I could possibly
eat. What's on the list so I know to avoid them if I'm going out on a date?
Well, I think his first suggestion was broccoli.
Broccoli, sure. Oxygen to the system. Okay, all right. Yeah.
And then he mentioned that beans work well for some women.
Oh, for some women. Men's totally different though. But for women, your anatomy has to do with the estrogen and stuff with the yeah. Okay.
So what I was thinking, I'm thinking to myself, like clearly he's had this conversation before because he knows like the possibilities of things that could make me gassy, right? And so so I said in the text, I finally replied and I was like, how do you see this playing out? And he's like, we'll just get back on the phone and you'll just turn the TV on or something and just relax and let things happen and just put the phone where I'll be able to hear it when you fart.
Oh, dude. I mean, like, is there a thought in there where you're like, dude, are you pranking me right now? I mean, like,
yes. I was like, what in the hell? Like, what strange universe have I just landed in?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So I said, so I was about to block him right then and there. I asked one more question because I just had to know. I said, so what does this do for you? Like, is this a fetish or like, I mean, are you going to be on the other end jerking off to this? Like, what is happening? And he said, no, I just really like it. It makes me feel really connected to you because it makes me feel like you're comfortable with me. And I'm like, I don't believe you. Like, this has to be some weird fetish that you, like, it's got to be, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, look, I know people are comfortable with me when I get a hug. Like, give me a hug. We'll be comfortable together if I can get a hug. Not worried about you having too much broccoli. That's not. Right. I mean, I hope you eat a lot for your health reasons, but not because I'm looking to hear how far you can, shoot the air. Yeah.
I mean, he was totally like, well, we'll just hang out together. We'll just watch some TV or whatever and just put the phone down there in case something happens. I'm like, in case something happens. Like, is the goal for me to shark? What's happening here, bro? I mean, it's not going to be a video call, let me tell you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, no shit, right? We're not going to FaceTime that. I don't know. I can't even, to this day, I can't even wrap my head around it. I was like, that's so crazy, girl. Oh, like, I don't know what to do. You ever heard that one before on the show? No, I've heard, no, that's a fetish I haven't quite heard of. I've heard of contrast, which is interesting. I've heard of so many other things, but this one, like, no, not at all. And I'm curious as the one or the two or the 15 that said, hey, sure, bro, no problem. I got you. No problem. Right? Like, he clearly had this figured out. I mean, the way he was talking about it led me to believe this has happened before. And like women have actually done this for him.
like I love like exploring. I love figuring out different things that people may like during sex. I just like in my mind right now, I don't sit back and go, huh, if she farted and that would, oh, like, I think I'd bust really. I don't know how that plays out. I don't like, that's not one that enters my head, I guess. No.
It's usually the opposite. Like if you're really comfortable with each other and one of you farts during sex, it's cool. Like you get
There's
to that
laughter.
level of
there's like,
right.
yeah, there's like, ha, that was funny. Oh shit, that was too funny, girl. Oh my God, Jesus, it'd be like that.
Right.
But no,
but you're in
not
person,
a
right? You're in the
request.
moment. There's not by phone. Like what are you getting out of that? I don't know. I just
and like
that is still at the top of the list for me.
Yeah, I'm curious as to like if there is somebody who said sure, no problem, and then just like made sounds like Taco Bell wasn't close. Yeah, Taco Bell wasn't close. So I've got a 5-year-old next to me that'll just make the sounds for you. That'll be fine.
Right. Well, I have a sound effect app on my phone. I mean, I can probably go.
Yeah, there you go. And boy, you use some of those. Careful, that might be too much power. He might be like, "Oh, this is the one. She's it. She's got mad skills."
I earned myself a stalker with my.
Yep. You're like, so, and then like, can you imagine that one? Like, you're out, you guys end up being a couple. How'd you guys meet? Or when did you know she was the one? Let me tell you, she was on the phone and she just let it go. So good. Like Frozen has nothing on her. She just let it go.
Well, in the phone conversation, he was talking about how he does this online Bible study and he was looking for a wife who could sit next to him and participate in leading this Bible study. And I'm just thinking, like, how's that going to work? You got to tell the Bible study how we met.
Yeah,
like,
you got to. Yeah, right. I mean, do you start out in confessional? Like, I don't know. Is it probably not a sin? I don't know, but
probably not. I mean, I guess it depends on what happens after you hear the action happening.
I thought unpure thoughts. Oh, damn. All I thought was lighting a candle. I don't know what yours were, bud.
Well, and then what? Like, if this is your fetish, like, what happens when you're in a public place and?
Oh, sure.
Somebody lets one loose, or like I don't know. I just can't even wrap my head around it. It's too much for me.
I'm so glad that he is into that, and I am not. I'm just so glad that my DNA is not constructed to say that does it for me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're not the one having to bring that up on phone conversations.
Yeah, like that's true too. Like how does that get into its mind? It's like, hey, we're vibing, maybe now's the time to ask her if she'll, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, he didn't even wait for the first date. Like, it's like right straight up on the first phone call.
All right. So you're going to have to let me know. Like, I have a question that you can ask your forum of women. All right. What would you rather have the dude ask you that question or a dick pic? So there's your forum. All right.
Yes. Well, the dick pic, for me, the first dick pic came from the baking. I call him the baking guy. I have names for all these guys. Like,
isn't it crazy how you always remember your first?
Yes. So that was fart guy that we just talked about. So baking guy, he started out really innocuous too. He was asking me questions. He was talking back and forth and asking me, I don't know, like normal getting to know you kind of questions. And I happened to mention somewhere in the first couple of days of texting that I was baking cookies or something. And so he started down this path immediately about, getting together and baking something for our first date. Well, I'm sure you can kind of see where this is going probably. But it wasn't very long before he had painted this whole fantasy in text about how we were going to bake and there was going to be accidents with the whipped cream and the chocolate syrup and how he was really good at cleaning up after himself, though. He wanted me to know.
Oh, well, that's very kind of him. Sounded like he made a hell of a mess, or wanted to anyway.
Right. So, if he accidentally got whipped cream down my shirt, then he did know how to do laundry and he wanted me to know he could take care of that for me.
Thank God he's grown. That's good to hear. That you're grown and you can do laundry. That's good. So can a 10-year-old. That's awesome.
Yes. You happen to put whipped cream down my shirt. You got to figure it out, like the solution.
Yeah. Sure.
But yes, he just went down his own little fantasy world in this text. It read very much like erotica and ended with a dick pic that I didn't ask for.
He did with the dick pic. You get all the way through it, then boom, there it is, chapter 7, the end.
Oh yeah. He asked me a few questions along the way that I didn't even answer because he's off and like my phone just kept going off and I went back and looked later and I was like, holy crap. Like,
did it go off? Like, was it boom, boom, boom? Like, was it a preloaded text?
No, I don't think so. Because it was probably over the course of an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
And he just took my comment about baking and turned it into this whole fantasy in his own head that ended up with him sending me a dick pic of him living out his part of his fantasy.
You're first. Oh, it's so cute. Yes.
I was mildly disappointed that there was no whipped cream or chocolate syrup in his picture.
You'd think the setup, with all the setup that he had going into it, it could have been a very creative, artsy, abstract art, maybe kind of dick pic, It
really was.
And he dropped the balls.
He sent me the dick pic, and then the follow-up question was, wouldn't you really like to see this every day? Best pickup line ever. I just couldn't wait to respond to that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's because he's got the only one. So evidently, So.
The only one that looks like that, apparently.
Yeah. Dude, you got the only one. Sure, that sounds great. This guy's over here got a Muppet, and you've got that. That's okay. I'll take that over. I'll take the Muppet over that.
You know what I wish I had replied when he sent me that picture? I wish I had replied with, I don't know, why don't you hold a ruler up next to it and let me just so I can tell.
So let me give you if the best reply that I think that I've heard on the show so far is oh my God, I'm going to call the cops. I can't believe you have child pornography on your phone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the one where I went, oh my God, because immediately like it's when guys send it, I'm sure they're used to a visceral reaction. I mean, that's just a natural, normal. But when it comes back with something like that, and they're like, oh, shit, like, that's, and then you're kind of questioning size. Oh boy, chances of them sending it again are a lot lower than other ones. But yeah, a ruler, a water bottle, something like, yeah, that's funny.
Give me some kind of size comparison here.
Yeah. Look. I just can't tell. Like, is it this big, shorts? I don't know. Help me out. And that was from Upwards too, huh?
No, that one was from Facebook.
Oh, that was from Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, one of the conversations in this Facebook group just the other day was about these men who lead with straight into the pet names. Like the very first message. Good morning, sweetheart.
Sure.
And universally, women hate that too.
Right.
But the best reply was this woman who said, when I get those kind of messages, I just reply with something like, oh, good morning to you, sport or champ.
That's good.
How are you doing today, champ?
That's great. That is all right. That's props. I like that a lot. That's good. I'm gonna have to start passing that message on.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna start using it.
That's really good. That's a good solid reaction.
Yeah.
So any good dates?
Yeah, I've had I've had dates with good guys where there was no chemistry.
Right.
Okay. Good conversation, but you could tell by 20 minutes in, you're like, yeah, we're gonna land in the friend category here because there's no spark.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
The only one that I've had where I felt like it was good conversation and chemistry turned out to be the guy who only had time for a date once every month.
Sure.
And so And he started texting like every 3 days, every 4 days, and maybe time for a date once a month. And I was like, dude, like,
Yeah,
really?
sure.
You know?
Sure. Yeah.
So nothing lasting at this point, but we'll see.
It's a journey. It
Still hope.
really is a journey. Yeah, it's like, and it's funny because like for all the things that you go through, and they're the dick pics, your first the hey, will you fart on the phone, and hey, whatever the other madness is, when you find the one and you end up hopefully to your happily ever after, then you're like, okay, it was all worth it. But when you're going through, you're like, son of a bitch, this is exhausting.
Right. The ones I really genuinely feel bad about are the good guys, like where I can tell that they're just genuinely good guys, but there's just no chemistry, because then
Sure.
I always feel like I'm the one that has to let them down.
Yeah,
Usually they're
sure.
a little more into me than I am in them, and I have to kind of have that conversation. I hate that.
Yeah.
That part sucks.
It's tough.
But
It's tough. But like in your field, boundaries, you got to have your boundaries, right? So, you got to
right.
protect yourself first and then get yourself onto the other side. Like I truly believe like if they go into it the same way, experiences over expectations, then hopefully they sit back and say, you know what, had good experience with her, didn't work out. Let's go on to the next experience and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it doesn't discourage them too much when they're
No, it's all part of figuring out the happily ever after.
yeah.
So more dick pics, like more, like what else, Matt? What other? Yeah, you like totally. You got a since we had the baker, now we have a baker's dozen. Yeah, I got it.
No, I think I've only had one other instance of
That's
getting
cool.
getting dick pics. I've been asked for pics a lot, which I don't send. Like, I'm not doing that. The internet lives forever. Like, that's not a good idea, in my opinion. I would have to be in a very serious relationship before I was doing that. The other really crazy story that I have was from this guy. And I talked to him for quite a while on text. I'm not really sure why we didn't get to a phone conversation quicker. But he, sounded great in text, like we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get on the phone, he starts telling me that he really believes in God, like really, really believes in God. This is how he's talking.
All right.
And but he has ADD. And his brain is just crazy. He can't shut his brain off. He can't sleep. He can't calm himself down. And so, but he doesn't believe in alcohol. He believes alcohol is morally wrong. Like, he's telling me this over and over again. Huge, like religious high horse kind of thing.
All right.
And so we're talking, and I'm like, man, this is like not my cup of tea at all. But then he says, so once a month, I have to go out and get drunk so that I can slow my brain down and I can sleep.
Oh my God.
I have to go out and get drunk. And then, but he says, but then it's okay. It's okay, because after I go out and get drunk, I always fast and pray the whole day the next day so that God will forgive me.
He's got a plan. He's got a plan. Yeah.
I was just like, oh my gosh, like this guy needs a psychiatrist, not a girlfriend.
Like, because doesn't that go closer to your other field, to your field, I should say?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I really had to have sex with another woman, even though we're married, because like it made me a better lover for you. But it's okay, because the next day I repented and I prayed and I sat in a hot tub for 45 minutes. So it's okay.
Right. And beat myself with a wet noodle while I was at.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. There was my repent. So it's okay. Yes. It's okay.
And actually, I think he did say something along those lines too, because he was telling me how long he's been celibate, though that was his word. And it was a couple of years, I think. But prior to that was just total like wild child. And he even told me that his preference was married women. Like that was his preferred
really
sex partner back in the day before he found God.
Thank goodness God saved all the married women out there that he was trying to sleep with.
Right.
And he saved all these relationships because I'm sure they're all dying. Like I've heard that about some men about, hey, I really want to go out and hook up with married women because there's no commitment issues. And that's so sure, I get it. But this dude, like, he needed your services, and I don't mean as a woman. I mean as a therapist.
It's probably true. I try not to take clients like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
They get too attached.
Yeah, that would have been downhill from the start.
But on a serious note, I'm like, if you don't see what a red flag that is, like, if you're telling me your preference is to sleep with married women, how do I know that if we were someday to be in a relationship that
or just the general walking contradiction of how bad alcohol is, and then but one day a month it's okay. I mean, like, huh? Like, it's
I
okay
have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, this is a sin for everybody except for me on this one day of the week or one day of the month.
Manson didn't think he had a choice either. So,
right.
But, Sharon Tate will say that was a bad move on his part. So,
well, I mean, if there's one thing they teach us in going in and learning mental health, one of the things there's a lot of things, but one of the big things is people can talk themselves into anything, right? We can justify anything in our own minds. And if we say it enough, we believe it. Yeah. So that was totally a case of like, man, dude,
that's crazy.
If you can't see this in yourself, like what a walking contradiction you are, that doesn't speak well for any relationship.
Yeah, the psychology of that is truly fascinating. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, I can talk myself into a full sleeve of double stuffed Oreos. I can do it. I can just, you know what? There's 2 more sleeves. I just ate one and the milk was super cold and it's going to go right to my hips. But yeah, I mean, we can it's rough. That's interesting though, that he would say how visceral of a reaction he would have to drinking alcohol. I mean, does he choose what day? Like, is it the 17th of every month, bro? Or are you doing it every 3 weeks now? I think you're not doing it to once a month,
Well, it sounded like what he was connecting it to was like when he got desperate enough for sleep because he couldn't shut his brain off.
Sure.
Then he would go and drink 3 bottles of wine, which was also hilarious to me that he was choosing wine to get drunk. Like, if the point is to get drunk, why are you choosing wine? I mean, like, go for.
Now, did you say that as an exaggeration, or did he really say 3 bottles?
No, that's really what he said. Like, you could do it a lot faster with a bottle of vodka. Come on.
But like 3, where did you choose 3? Like, just get a box, bro. Pull out the bladder and have a good time. Like, evidently you're enjoying, like, I get a bottle of red, I get a bottle of white, and then you know what? We just go with the pink lemonade Moscato flavor. What the heck? God dang, that's crazy.
Maybe it's I don't know. I really don't get it, because if the point is to get drunk so you can sleep.
Yeah.
Like, you have to drink a lot of wine in a short amount of time to have that kind of
and let's be honest,
drunkenness.
Like, if you're really not drinking for a month and you do that once, if I drink a bottle of wine today, I would be so hungover tomorrow. So hungover. If I drank 3 bottles of wine, I would be in the ER. I mean, there's no way. I mean, like, I would be puking everything up. It'd be crazy. I rarely drink, so it would mess me up for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. I've had a couple of drinks and I'd be sleeping really well.
Yeah, I know. That's sure. A couple of rum and Coke, sure, 2. I'm good. I go to 3 bottles of wine. I'm gonna be out trying to have sex with inanimate objects, I'm sure. Like, it's just not gonna be pretty. Like, I'm gonna be going up, hey, will you fart for me? Will you please? That's
then when you're 2 bottles in and you're already drunk. Yeah. Like, what is the thought process that even makes you think I got to finish this 3rd bottle before I can sleep? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, dude, if you can't sleep after 2 bottles, man, we have some other issues we need to talk about. Good Lord. God, your brain's not shutting off.
I think the wine probably was easier on his conscience in some roundabout way than just going for a bottle of vodka. Like,
blood of Christ or whatever, right?
Right. Or maybe it's, I mean, people in general don't wine doesn't have a high enough alcohol content to be as bad, right? You can have a glass of wine and still drive or whatever.
Right.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm just guessing, kind of inferring based on what he said, but he was so big into like the conscience, like, what's morally right, that maybe somehow that made more sense to him than going straight for the hard stuff.
But isn't that funny? Like, that's kind of what this whole part of what we've been talking about. We're guessing on that part. We're guessing on the dude. Why do you like farts, bro? Like, there's there's such a interesting like psychology behind each one of these fellas. Right. Like, you're just like, all right, man. Like, the only sex you should be having is in a padded room, bro. That's it. Well, there was also the guy that asked me if he could give me a foot rub on our first date in his truck. Okay.
And then before we actually got even planned this thing, which I really wasn't sure I was going to even plan, he asked me if I would be okay if he jerked off while he was massaging my feet.
This is in the truck. Day one.
This is prior to date one. Like, this is
okay.
Still in the chat. So Lord. I don't know what the foot fetish thing is all about, but apparently that's a thing too.
Huge thing. My feet finder and like the big thing for a while. And I don't know if it still is. Guys were paying good money for women to put their feet in mayonnaise, and I was like, well, okay, well, that's good. Hey, I'm okay, bro. You should have been hugged more as a child. Maybe, I don't know. Not sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not sure. I mean, it seems pretty standard that if I refuse to send a boob pic, that they ask for a foot pic, because
do they really?
Apparently that's the substitute, for a boob pic.
Maybe I should walk it back. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't have I've heard the psychology behind it is there's something about feet that activate the same part of the brain that sex is activated in men. And that part of me must be dead. So, cheers to them.
You may have already known that, though, really.
Yeah, truly. Yeah.
You're not turned on by farts either.
No, God, you know what? I'm starting to think I'm the problem. That's where I'm coming up. I might be the problem. So
this might be the reason. This might be the reason you're still in the dating apps. Just saying.
It might be. They're off somewhere clowning on the guy who doesn't like the farts and doesn't like the feet. They're like, this guy's an idiot. What the hell's wron with him? Puka shell necklace? What? Jesus. Man. Who knows? You've had some journeys, girl.
I have. It's only been a few months, and here we are.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. It just hit my brain that it's 6 months in. Oh my God! If we're talking in another 6 months, You're like, and then the dude just asked to take a crap on me. I'm like, what? What happened? What?
Well, as long as that happens on the phone or in a text, when there's still some physical distance.
Yeah.
And I can block.
Yeah. You're like, I was having this. Go ahead. No,
I was just gonna say I've gotten way more selective. I just block so many now, like right from the get-go.
Truly think like as you move through in like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months in, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I've seen this before, or you can just your vibe will your intuition, everything will just pick up a little bit differently. And the crazies will kind of they'll still be there, but they just won't be to the forefront.
Yeah, you start to go, wait a minute, I've been down this road before. I know where this is going. So the other universally hated thing in this giant Facebook group that I'm in is when guys say, no drama, please.
No, sure. That makes sense. I never would have thought about that if you didn't say it.
Well, and the reason is because the assumption then from a woman's perspective is he doesn't want to hear about any of my problems, or he doesn't want to be involved if I'm having some kind of challenge, right? Like he just wants a yes woman.
That was not on my radar at all. I really thought you were going to say something different about it. That's interesting. I like that take.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say it was somebody who is projecting that a woman is drama. I mean, I guess it might be like she brings drama to the equation, which might be one and the same. And they felt slighted by that.
Oh, okay. When you said projection, though, what I was thinking is, I think a part of it could be a lot of these men that say no drama, they are drama. Like they're bringing enough drama to the relationship.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like they're telling you without telling you what their lives look like.
Yeah. You know what? This girl was on, and she said she had one of the coolest things that she said. She's like, when I'm out on dates and guys ask me about my last relationship, I never say anything bad. I always say, hey, it was really good. We just, drifted apart or something like that happened. So because I don't want to tell them what I have accepted in my past and have been okay with. Like if I say this guy was a jerk and he cheated on me, then I accepted that this guy cheated on me, and I don't want that to set the stage that I might accept it again. I was like, that's pretty cool. And then the note, so when I hear the no drama from the guys, like the girls are thinking this guy obviously has accepted drama. Maybe he is drama, and now he's projecting like he might, like, now all women are drama, like, too. So it's interesting.
Any way you slice it, I mean, any of these scenarios we've come up with are not it's not a good move. We're going to have no drama in his profile.
Yeah. And I think like the thing in my head when I see things like that is if you're going to put out negativity out there, it's just going to feed more negativity. And that's what that feels like it does.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And don't use your about me space to tell me how I should be. Like
that's fair.
Use your about me space to actually tell me about yourself. Like so many of these guys are you'll get to the about me section and they're like, I'm looking for this, and I want a woman who this and a woman who that. And I'm like, wait a minute here. Hold on. Like, if you're using the space where you're supposed to be telling me about yourself to tell me how I should be, that's a problem. Like, that's pretty presumptuous, really, on the part of a man to go into it telling me how I should be in the relationship.
Yeah.
So those are some of those things that and it's in this Facebook group, like I have yet to find a woman that disagrees with any of those things. Like everybody's pretty much on the same page.
That's good to know. I really appreciate you sharing that. That's good to know for everybody listening and for my own knowledge. That's for sure. Just as I see and see what's going on, I'll definitely share that often. That's pretty cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't make this right this ship as quickly as we can.
Right.
Yeah, you talk about a feudal thing. That's I'll need a confessional after that. That's for sure. So true. I should ask people to find you. You do a show, you do things, whatever you want to share, pimp yourself out, whatever you want people to locate you at.
Oh, all right. Well, I do have a podcast. It's called Equilibrium Echoes, and we talk about doing your own mental inner work. Kind of fixing what's wrong with you rather than trying to fix the other person. Way more effective that way. And the conversations really dive into like doing that work on ourselves, but also the effects of that on our relationships, on our jobs, on our careers, everything. Because really, once you do that work on yourself, it does kind of ripple out and affect everything. So Equilibrium Echoes is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the big players.
Big fan of exactly what you said. Like, you've been awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on. I know you've got a tight schedule.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Good. I'm glad you had a smile, have a good time. And hopefully it was exactly like we talked about and you enjoyed it, because I sure did.
I did. Thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you for being along for the ride on the Swipe Wrong podcast. The show is produced by Jay Pelham. You want to reach out to us? We want to hear your story. 317-426-6616. Make sure to text, leave a voicemail. We'll get back to you. Shoot us an email at swipewrongpod@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, Insta, Twitter, YouTube. We are definitely out there. I am the host of the show. My name is Koss. And please make sure to take a listen to us next week, because the saga, it continues.